There is a kind of pain that leaves no bruise, no scar, no visible wound, yet it can keep you awake at night. It happens when your message is seen but never answered, when your ideas are overlooked in a meeting, when everyone else is acknowledged except you, when someone who once called every day suddenly becomes silent. Being ignored feels small until you experience it. Then it feels enormous. Why? Why can silence from one person ruin an entire day? Why does being excluded from a conversation hurt almost like physical pain? And why do some people seem completely unaffected while others replay the moment for weeks? Tonight, we're stepping into one of the deepest corners of human psychology. Because being ignored is never just about attention. It's about something much older, much deeper, and much more human. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on belonging. If your tribe rejected you, your chances of staying alive dropped dramatically. You had fewer people to hunt with, less protection, less food, less safety. Your brain adapted. It began treating social rejection as a serious threat. That's why modern neuroscience has found that the brain regions activated by social rejection overlap with those involved in physical pain. To your brain, being ignored isn't merely awkward, it feels dangerous. Even though your life isn't at risk today, your nervous system still reacts as though it might be. One unanswered message, a delayed reply, a friend who walks past without saying hello. Notice what happens next. Your mind fills in the blanks. Maybe they're angry. Maybe I embarrassed myself. They must not like me anymore. The brain dislikes uncertainty. When it lacks information, it invents explanations. The problem is that those explanations often assume the worst. Many sleepless nights are caused not by facts, but by stories we quietly tell ourselves. Every human being carries a quiet question. Do I matter? Not just to the world, but to someone. Being acknowledged tells us, I see you. Ignoring someone communicates the opposite. I don't notice you. This is why a sincere smile from a stranger can brighten a difficult day, and why being overlooked by someone important can overshadow 10 compliments. Recognition is emotional nourishment. Without it, people slowly begin questioning their worth. Here's something many people never consider. Not everyone ignores you because they dislike you. Sometimes people are overwhelmed. Sometimes they're grieving. Sometimes they're distracted. Sometimes they don't realize the impact of their silence. And yes, sometimes ignoring is intentional. Some people use silence as control. Others use it to avoid uncomfortable conversations. Understanding the difference protects your peace. Not every silence deserves your self-blame. The more ignored we feel, the harder we often chase attention. We text again. We apologize for things we didn't do. We become louder, or we become someone we're not. Ironically, desperation rarely creates connection. People are drawn to confidence, not constant reassurance seeking. Your value cannot depend on how quickly someone replies to your message. The Bible never promises that everyone will understand you. Even Jesus was ignored, misunderstood, rejected, abandoned by many who once followed him, yet his identity remained rooted in his relationship with the Father, not in public approval. That is a powerful lesson. If your identity rests on people's attention, it will rise and fall with every interaction. If it rests on something deeper, silence loses its power over you. As Isaiah 41:10 reminds us, "Fear not, for I am with you. I will strengthen you, yes, I will help you." God's presence is not dependent on human recognition. Emotionally mature people don't pretend rejection doesn't hurt. They simply refuse to let it define them. Instead of asking, "Why am I not enough?" they ask, "What is actually true?" Instead of assuming the worst, they seek clarity. Instead of begging for attention, they invest in relationships where love, respect, and communication are mutual. They remember that not every closed door is a judgment of their worth. Sometimes it's simply a redirection. The next time you feel ignored, pause before reacting. Ask yourself, am I responding to facts or assumptions? Have I given this person a chance to explain? Am I placing my self-worth in someone else's attention? Is this relationship healthy and mutual? What would I tell a friend in this same situation? These questions won't erase the pain, but they can stop the pain from becoming your identity. Being ignored hurts because we were created for connection. But your worth was never meant to be measured by someone's response time. Not every silence is rejection. Not every rejection is failure. And not every closed door is meant to remain closed. Sometimes life removes people so you can discover who you are without depending on their approval. At Mentivo, we believe understanding the mind is only the beginning. True transformation happens when psychology meets wisdom, emotional maturity, and timeless truth. If this video helped you see yourself differently, subscribe to Mentivo for more cinematic journeys into the human mind, relationships, and emotional intelligence. Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and never stop learning what it truly means to understand yourself.